What's up, everyone? You know who I am. I'm the Comic Outlaw, aka Jack Slater. Yeah, check us out on Comic Outlaw. And we're doing Fantastic Four 51. Yes, we broke the 50 bomb, y'all. This is 51, this man, this monster. And this one is a little interesting. So, sit back, relax, and get ready for some good old classic Fantastic Four. This is after the great Galactus caper, when Galactus came, tried to suck up the world, and was unsuccessful in that venture. Now, Thing is trying to come to grips with being a monster. Over the last few issues here and there, Thing's been having problems being human, adjusting to life as a monster. Anyways, he ends up befriending the scientist, and he kind of takes him in, and Thing doesn't even question what's going on. And the scientist is a rival of Reed Richards, or he's jealous of Reed Richards, or whatever it is, he's super jelly. Anyways, this scientist takes Thing in, kind of talks to him a little bit, and Thing just passes out on his couch. And this guy's ready to take advantage, if you know what I mean. And he has a machine all whipped up. He actually puts it on Thing's hand, and since he has the same body type as Thing, he doesn't think the Fantastic Four will notice his plan, as he transfers the molecules and energy onto himself, making himself the new Benjamin J. Grimm, or just the new Thing. And he gets up, undoes the leash, the harness, and leaves Benjamin there, actually giving Benjamin exactly what he wanted, to be human. But, of course, Reed is busy building a machine. He's kind of obsessed with Galactus, the universal threat. And he's kind of worried that he was unmatched, unskilled, and basically he looked like a doofus compared to that technology. So he's kind of worried about that. As where this fake Thing comes in, he starts diddling around with stuff, and Benjamin shows up, the real Benjamin. And he starts telling this guy's a fake, don't trust him, I'm the real Thing. And this guy's, of course, doing his little demonstration here and there. And this is the very interesting thing about Reed. Reed just doesn't seem to give a shit. Like, he really doesn't seem to care. I mean, like, Benjamin just kind of walks away. He's willing to run a few tests, but after his experiment, of course. And, of course, he needs this Thing to kind of be his backup. His rock, if you will. As he opens the experiment to space-time, this portal will jump him into another universe. A nexus, if you will, that connects other universes together. A pathway. Or maybe even a negative verse. As Reed prepares his machine. And Human Torch right now is kind of in college, kind of trying to deal with a normal life, and he's kind of like going back and forth between being a public superhero and being a student. And he's getting the same hazing that he would from football players, because he's on the team. Of course, the coach stops it, they break it up. And this is the big problem that Torch has, kind of like fitting in now that he is a superhero, part of the superhero community. Fame does bring its own problems. I don't know if you ever known that, because but being infamous or famous, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Anyways, Reed decides to jump in the machine. Of course, Sue wants to jump in with him, but he's like, nah. Things getting ready. This is like the scientist's main point, like to drop him, to let him go, to let him vanish into the verse. Of course, Reed's molecules get sucked in, and he finds this new world, this new plane of existence. As he travels from here to there, from one space, from one time, between space and time, he finds what he thinks is the nexus between worlds. The glue that holds everything together. The between spot. Reed thinks he's found it and he's there. But with every discovery, there must be a little damage. And Reed's in an antimatter universe. So if anything strikes the Earth, it will explode immediately because Earth has matter. So every time anything antimatter and matter kind of hit, they explode. Just for you guys to know that. And Reed's kind of trying to call in Ben, pull me through, we need to stop this right now. And of course, the cable snaps. And this guy's thinking this is his chance to actually be Ben Grimm, to actually be a hero, to do something worthy with his life, even though I guess his scientific achievements weren't enough. So he jumps in after Reed, to save his life. And this guy is kind of going through a conscience or a quandary of a bit. And maybe it's like things, own conscience is kind of wearing on him. But he decides in that moment to save Reed Richards by throwing him through the portal. As he sits there on a rock, drifts off until his death. And of course, Benjamin J. Grimm, the real thing, is actually going to Allison's house because he's human finally. He's going to knock on that door, grab his sweet little lady, and disappear into the sunset until he becomes the monster again. He becomes the Thing. His clothes start tearing as Allison opens the door, sad that no one was there for her. As Reed pops through the portal, he realizes that Thing, that person, had sacrificed themselves. And that he thinks Ben is dead. But of course, the real Benjamin J. Grimm walks up, everybody hugs him, and just like nothing, they accept him back into the fold. I bet Reed knew that guy was a fake and just let him sacrifice his life just for the hell of it. But anyways, this is the Comic Outlaw, and as always, I will catch you on the flip side, yeah.